This is Aztec 101 in the ring. And real quick, I do want to talk about Erislandy Lara versus Vanes Monterosian. Um, I saw the fight last night. Now, I wish I would have uploaded this yesterday, but I fell asleep right after the fight. It wasn't because of the fight, you know. This time it wasn't Lara. I just was tired. Coincidence, but this fight was so-so. It was so-so. The matchup was good. It was necessary. It was well done. Bravo for the matchup. But as far as the fight itself, um, I think that Lara looked good. Vanes looked good. He looked sharp. He was landing body shots. He was doing his best. But Erislandy Lara was just sharper. Now the point that I'm trying to make here is that Lara, I think, was the better fighter, and I could tell that by the second or third round. He looked he looked like he was getting adjusted. By the fourth round, fifth round, it was obvious. Lara looked like he could, if he wanted to, let his hands go and really hurt Vanes. But that's one of the biggest things with Erislandy Lara is that he doesn't let his hands go. There's a lot of experience behind those hands, a lot of power behind those hands, but he doesn't let them go. And he kind of has that amateur mentality. That amateur mentality is, if I win, that's all I need to do is win, right? But this is professional, right? Yeah, you have to win, but I mean, I'm sure you want to get paid just a little bit more. I mean, you can't demand these big fights thinking that that's what's going to lead you for the paycheck is beating these guys. It's not that. That's not how this works. People have to be excited about your fights. And one thing I was noticing was that no one was excited about Erislandy Lara fighting Vanes, and this was a good fight. Yeah, I uploaded a video about how Precise Presenter was a racist, got 600 views. Did one about Lara versus Vanes 2, got 13 views. Right? Priorities are exposed. I can tell. Lara is not an exciting fighter, and even the people that want to support him, me, one of them, I want to support him. I like the guy. I think he has a lot of talent, but he's stubborn as fuck. Um, he needs to be. I mean, it's one of those things where he needs to be put in front of someone that's gonna kill him for him to really show you what he's made of. Angulo is one of those guys. Angulo is one of those guys where he'll eat those punches. He'll eat those left hands and continue coming forward. And that cost him the fight. That kind of mentality, he ate so many punches that his face broke. But he was able to drop Lara twice. He was doing really well in the fight. He was landing big punches. And that brought him success. So, that kind of fighter, I think Kirkland would fucking, make this boring fighter look very interesting, and you kind of need to put him up against someone that's that aggressive and willing to take a risk, because Lara is not willing to take a risk. Um, Now he's willing to move up apparently and fight Triple G, but I think that's stupid. For both Canelo and Lara, I think the best thing for you to do is fight a middleweight first. Fight one middleweight first. A middleweight. A middleweight. Canelo should have already done this. Khan shouldn't have been an opponent. Lara, if he really wants to fight Triple G, he can fight, a middleweight that is just natural at that weight, but at least he gets to feel the power, right? He's going to be a lot faster than these guys. But I think that, it's the power. It's the power, and his power as well, making sure that he's able to hurt his opponents. Um, or else there's things that you have to work on. You have to then make your body adjust to the weight class to be able to really carry that power. Um, if it was up to me, I wouldn't put Lara up against someone like um, Triple G right away. Even though he thinks he's ready, I would put him up against any middleweight other than Triple G. Even Lemieux. I think Lemieux is dangerous enough to cause problems, but he's also um, almost easy work as far as technically how advanced Lara would be, and how fast he would be. He would be able to just counter the shit out of Lemieux. And I think, this is the kind of fight that Lara would look good in. He would look exciting because you'll have someone like Lemieux who likes to cut the ring off. He likes to knock you out, right? And Lara's the type of guy where if you try to knock me out, you're gonna miss, and I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna take advantage of every mistake you make. He turns an aggressive fighter into having, being aggressive, becoming a weakness. And Lara has enough power, I think, to drop some of these middleweights, including Triple G. But I wouldn't put him up against Triple G quite yet. Um, Hopefully he could stay in his division too, though, and fight Charlo. I think he beats the living shit out of both Charlo brothers. Um, he did well, but I think he could have finished the fight early if he was able to sit down on his punches and let his hands go. Let his hands go. He's got very accurate hands, but the motherfucker does not let him go. Other than that, the fact that no one gives a shit about who Lara fights, no one supports Lara, fact is still a fact, and it is what it is. It is what it is. No hype behind this fight. No hype behind it. No excitement behind it, and it's gonna be gone with the wind. People are gonna forget it. One thing that's funny though is that um, when it comes down to Triple G, it's his name pops up, but this guy has a career. He's gonna be fighting guys that are not Triple G, so worry about the fights that he's in. The guys that he's actually fighting, because eventually it's gonna come down to him and Triple G, and there may be an opportunity there, but someone out the woodwork could come out with more fans, and Lara just won't get his shot. He won't get a shot. He's gonna have to continue being the guy running up to podiums and begging and begging for fights. Um, just because his his uh, his fan base isn't excited enough, and that's part of his fault. It's not his fans' fault; it's his fault. Um, his manager sucks, and his manager's lineup is terrible. Fucking hate that dude. I think that motherfucker is. He's just sitting there eating off fucking Lara. That's why he's so fucking fat. Works the corner. Why? I don't know what the fuck he does, but he works the corner in every fucking Lara fight. There in his ear. He's a translator. Fool's garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. If Lara wants to become popular, he needs to fire his manager. This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.